Hello, designers. This is part 2 of the user interface or package assignment for critique. So for this part, I'm going to critique the package designs. The requirements were for you to create a box and a label for a product. The box structure, and you were to include, the explanatory sketch hand-drawn of the box structure and the primary display panel without the content, the label without content, necessary text information, I'm sorry, with content. Sorry, both of them need to have the content, which includes the necessary text info and imagery. You were to create a digital design draft, that's content design of the box and label with all design decisions made, box design on die line, the flat design of the box and content design, and then the flat label design with content. And then you were to include on each of those the brand mark and name, product name, ingredient copy, if there was ingredients, your net weight, nutritional information, like food, if it's food, expiration, hazards, directions, dosage instructions, and a barcode. All right, let's take a look at what you submitted. We have Ray's assignment. Ray was submitting a wine bottle and box. Very cool. Great. Nice. Really nice. And here is the label with the bleeds. Really nice. Good job with those bleeds. Yeah, that looks great. Really cool. Yeah, so you don't need to include the ingredients. I think all this is perfect. This is great. And the government warning. Good. Really nice. I love the cap foil too. That's great. Good thinking there. Lovely. Yeah, I think that wine was good for your content of your show. It's, more grown up and stuff. I think it's really a good opportunity for that. And it turned out really cute. It's really lovely. Lovely design. I think all the info hierarchy is perfect. All the fonts are great. I love that you curved the font or the text to go, with the shape that you created. I think it worked out really nice. I like seeing the leaves here incorporated in this part, and then all through through the wine foil too, and on the box too. I think it's all really. I mean, there's no leaves on the box, but I think it's all, well, I guess technically, yes, there is. Okay. But it's all very cohesive and very pretty. And the box is a really nice touch too. I think it's very cool. It would be a really neat keepsake as well as a cool present to get. So fantastic work. Thank you, Ray. Great. Next up is Rebecca P. Right, so we have our little box and label sketch here. And then here is our box laid out. Very nice. Cute. Great, it turned out great. So this is perfume, and this is the label. Really nice. Lovely. Oh, neat. Okay, that's great. Good job. Good job on your die line there. I don't see the labels with the crop marks and stuff and the bleeds. Same with the die line. So that would mean usually like there's an extended area that you put your blue background all the way out to. Um, but yeah, so whatever paragraph style you have here, I recommend, not having this area double spaced. Just keep it the same as these paragraphs over here. And I like that you use the ribbon from your, similar to your logo. I think that ties in your branding really nicely. I think the word perfume could be a little bit lifted off of that banner a little bit, could use a little more padding and could also be a little larger. Um, or it could come underneath the word dream if you needed to, but it doesn't have to either way. I just think it needs to have a little more breathing room um, from the banner. Okay, great. Good job. Thank you. Next up is Joey. Really nice. Little chocolate truffle box. Very cute. Lovely. Good job with your bleeds. Okay, that's it. So, okay, great. All right, so we don't have a label on this product. So what you could do is, you know how boxes of chocolate will have a little insert inside that's like kind of like not foamy, but it's like a bubble wrap almost kind of, but like a foil, like a bubble foil. That's what I'm trying to say. You could have a design on there on the bubble foil, and it could also include like each of the types of chocolate since it says that it's assorted. So it could have, you know, like raspberry filled, dark chocolate, truffle, you know, all that stuff that they say. Or what you have listed here, you could have, you know, make a little grid of all the chocolates. Um, and the design for that, that's like on that little piece of bubble foil that they lay in there to keep the chocolates from jumping around in the box. Other than that, great job on including all the requirements there. Very cute. I don't see a barcode, but um, so you'll want to figure out where you can put that barcode. And but the design is really cool, and I like that the inside has some nice markings. You know, this part's not really going to be seen because I think the chocolates are going to lay there. You could put things on the sides though, like this part might be seen, like along the top. Yeah, these are really cute over here on the outside. Really nice. This looks really nice too here. Good work. Thank you. Next up is Claire. Great. Collectible pin. All right. Okay. Great. All right. So here's the die line. Cool. Hold on. I'm just confused for a second as to what is what. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. Got it. That's cool. Great. So we have a choking hazard warning on there. So for this part, your fold line is right here, and your logo is going to go it's a little beyond the fold line, right? So I think that you could decrease the size of all this text just a bit, you know, the style, and then you could move this logo, you know, that way so that it is a margin between the top of the tippy top of the logo and the fold line. And I feel like this logo is a little distorted. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's like an optical illusion, but I don't know. I feel like it got a little distorted. Just double check that for me and make sure it's not stretched in any way. But I think everything else looks great. Like I love this part here, and maybe it appears distorted because like this part got a little squished at the bottom. Um, I don't know. It's all like, are these squished here? Okay. See, it looks correct on this part. So maybe something just happened when it was added here, you know, um, that maybe that's where it got distorted. Like, you know, I can see that you have a margin there. Well, thank you for labeling these. That's very considerate of you. I appreciate that. All right. This is a great mock-up. Really nice. I'm wondering if there's a way for you to export it without the um, without the watermarks, so you can actually use it in your portfolio. Because as long as it has watermarks, you cannot put this in your portfolio. Okay. All right. Thank you. Next up is Jessica's. So here's our lovely mock-up. Very nice. Really lovely. Okay, so we have some fun pet supplies. I'm just gonna zoom in. All right, so here is the die cut. Looks good. I think I gotta look at the rest of it, but this is a really cool little box there. That's really neat. Good find. Great. Um, I just have to look at the rest of it because we have our background here, but then it's not included there. So I just want to see what it looks like. And just a heads up, this file is ginormous. It's over 500, I'm sorry, over 200 megs. So it's making my Acrobat kind of freak out a little bit. So just, when you're making your mockup in Photoshop, if you could kind of check the size of the dimensions and the resolution on there and export it as a smaller file, then it'll make the whole PDF smaller. Okay. Okay. All right. That's why there's so much weird flashing and stuff going on. Great. So that looks nice. And this looks cute too. Really good. So I think the only thing that I'm confused about is I don't really know what the product is. Uh, it just says pet supplies, so I would recommend saying what's included in the box, like a leash, a collar, toenail clippers, or, toothpaste, toothbrush, whatever it is that's in there, toys, that kind of thing, brushes. Uh, I think just having kind of a generic pet supplies thing is not as informational as it should be. And it only says pet supplies on the, oh no, I'm sorry, it says it here too. So while this is super cute, this part here, I think that there is space to have a list of the things included. This would really be a great place for that. But this is really cute typography. I love what you did here. Watch your spacing here and after the Y, because we have our nice tight parentheses there. Or quotation marks, excuse me, after the W. So I feel like there's a little something going on there. And if this is just, if there's no extra space here, this is just how the font reacts, then just grab that font and move it over, adjust your kerning. Same with here too. So that it just gives the look that there's no extra space, okay? Great, really cute. I love all this, it looks great. Excellent, thank you so much. Next is Tagaharn. Great, we got our sketches in there, thank you. A lot of people didn't include the sketches, even though that was part of the requirement, so I appreciate this very much. Awesome, great package find of the die line, or if you made it, even better. Great, I love the stamp on the cookies. Awesome, looks great. Good job, you got your barcode in there, all your nutritional information and ingredients, even allergy things, really good. And our expiration date, great job. I love that you have an image of the cookies in there while we're still sticking with all of our branding. Really nice. Ooh, nice mock-up. Really beautiful. Really fun. Good job. Really great. Cute. This is really cool. I love this. Really neat. Good work. Really nice. Excellent. The only place I would say could you could add more to it if you wanted to is adding a little pattern to the inside of the box, because I feel like I've seen a pattern used somewhere. Maybe not yet. I'm trying to think if you included a pattern somewhere. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. The other thing is you could put a little texture on the white background, and then if you didn't want to do a pattern, you could include that texture inside the box or something if you want to. Okay, but it's really lovely. This is all really incredible. I love it. It's beautiful. Nice work. Really cool rendering. Lovely. Thank you. Excellent. Next up is Kylie. Thank you so much for your sketches, Kylie. I appreciate that. Yay, fun. Really cool box. How cute. I love the stripes on the top. That's cute. Really nice work. Let me zoom out so you can see the whole thing. Cute. Fresh packets. That's fun. You can share them with your friends. Oh, how cute are these little biscuits? I love it. That's cute. This is fun. Very Victorian, just jam-packed with info, and I love it. I love all the details. It's so busy and fun, and I'm totally into it. Really nice work there. Great. And I do have to tell you that like maximalist style is not my thing at all. I know that a lot of students have kind of struggled with that in this class, with just like accepting maximalism in a way. I myself am a minimalist. I live as sort of as a minimalist. My whole home is mid-century modern, sleek, minimalist design and stuff. Um, but learning about all this Victorian stuff has just made me really appreciate how the illustrators and stuff were able to, I mean, illustrators and artists were able to uh, kind of like still have balance with so much information. And that panel that you made there is balanced nicely. Like you did great. All the information hierarchies clear. This is so cute. I get to see all of your fun illustrations. It really puts on display all of the little elements that you created for this branding. This is nice too. Like I'm stoked on all this. I think it's very fun, really cute. I think for this one with the spices, you might consider making that font color like this mustardy burnt umber color just to mix it up. It gets a little flat here, and adding that color here will kind of help with your color balance. You might even consider, I don't know, I'm having a little bit of hard time with this space here versus this space here. It's just a bigger word, I guess. Maybe, yeah, you don't have any words that are like the same amount of letters. Maybe swap uh, cloves and allspice. I'm not sure. You'll have to mess with it. Just change the colors and see how it goes. Okay. I'm just gonna go back to the one panel really fast. Yeah. This is way fun. It's so Victorian, very reminiscent of the posters. I love all the different, um, really fun. These decorative fonts are incredible. So I love them. Overall, great work. Thank you so much. Next up is Claire. Really nice mock-up, Claire. This is beautiful. Wonderful. Great sketches. Thank you. Oops, sorry. Great. This is awesome. I love it. Really nice. Wonderful. So I love the pattern. So beautiful. It adds so much texture and it's just really pretty. I like that you created these sort of cutouts so that the pattern's not competing with the logo. And all of your fonts look wonderful. These banners look really great. And this photo in the background is just the cherry on top. I think it's really, really cool. I like these little icons that you used. It's very pretty. We've got our nice noticeable expiration date and our ingredients. Really nice. Some brewing instructions. Cool. Great. Barcode. Awesome. I love it. This is a really cool shape box too. It's really fun. This is so neat. I love the texture in the image. I don't know if you added that or you found it like that, but it's way cool. And this little orange and cinnamon illustration is super cute. With the teapot, it's all very great. It's really Victorian. It reminds me of like the old produce labels, but mixed nicely, in a more upscale version for the tea, and it's lovely. Turned out great. Really pretty. Great information hierarchy. Everything's awesome. Really cute. And I totally read stuff like this on tea boxes. Maybe while I'm sitting there waiting for the tea to steep or something, or the water to boil, but I love it. So wonderful touches. Great job, Claire. Thank you so much. And next is Eileen. Really great sketches. Thank you for including those. I'm just going to try to zoom in here. Okay, awesome. Good. Great die line. I'm glad to see your colors beyond the crop lines or the trim lines there. Cool. Really nice. All right. This is so funny. I love that it's like something you would never think about selling anymore. Oh, it's really cool. In the Victorian days, like of course, sell them like crazy. I just watched this thing called like America's Hazardous History. It's a really funny show with Henry Winkler as the host, and there was a whole thing about how doctors used to prescribe cigarettes to people with asthma and people with throat problems because they thought it was actually healing the people. It was crazy. Anyway, this is lovely. I love this on here. It looks so cool. Um, the logo, everything fits really beautifully here. I like the different colors on the panels. Your mock-up turned out really nice. And what's this part? Hold on, I gotta see. What is that part? Just a little extra label. Oh, like if it had plastic cellophane maybe, and this was the sticker that went on there. That's what I'm thinking it is. Great. Easy peasy, huh? Good stuff. And there's even a Surgeon General's warning on there, so I appreciate that. But you got your barcode on there. Great. Excellent. Thank you so much. Great work, everybody. This was really fun to look at.